Dana Osgood is tracking our forecast. This week has felt like a steady decline in conditions. Hopefully today was the worst of it.
Did you guys hear that thunder this morning,
though?
It woke me up, and I had that moment I think a lot of us had of, was that thunder or was that a truck? Because it's only in the 40s out there today, so we don't usually see thunderstorms in these conditions. So I grabbed my phone to check the radar instantly because of course I did. And I took a look and I was like, yeah, that was thunder. So it was kind of exciting. So
it did throw you off a little, yeah.
It did, and like as a meteorologist, I feel like I shouldn't be thrown off by it, but like I woke up out of a dead sleep, so like
That's right,
it's okay.
Like the rest of us sometimes.
Yeah,
that's fair too.
Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, besides the thunder being exciting, it wasn't the best day weather-wise. We had a much smaller split state forecast today, and eventually later in the afternoon, all of us got in on the clouds and the showers. A lot of us, once again today, temperatures not even reaching the 50s, a little bit warmer in far eastern Maine because you were able to see just a little bit of sunshine in the very few hours of the early morning. But by late afternoon, the entire state covered in a thick deck of clouds, and coming with that has been a lot of shower activity. So here's a little bit of a radar loop from earlier in the day, and we have the showers that caused the thunderstorms earlier this morning moving through. So a pretty intense line earlier, especially for temperatures only in the 40s. But at this point, we still have seen those showers overspreading much of the state. In the next few hours, those will continue, and then they'll finally move offshore later tonight about 9 p.m. So we can see that here on the hour by hour. We're going to watch them move south over the next few hours. And then Friday and Saturday ends up kind of being a battle of who's going to see more sunshine. And the answer is not really a lot at all. So later tonight, we have a few breaks in the cloud cover. Temperatures drop down into the lower 40s. And then early Friday morning, we could see a little bit of sunshine along the immediate coastline, but then more clouds move in later in the afternoon. And we only see a couple of breaks in the cloud cover as we get later in the day on Friday. And then once again, Saturday, going to be mostly cloudy to overcast throughout much of the afternoon. Really only a few peaks of sunshine later in the day. And then for Sunday, we start to move in some of those showers from the west, and it ends up being a day pretty similar to what we saw today. Scattered showers overspreading much of the state by Sunday afternoon. Maybe a couple of thunderstorms embedded here too, but most of us are going to see relatively light rain showers throughout the day there. These are going to continue throughout Sunday afternoon and overnight into early Monday morning, where a couple of scattered showers will remain, but overall a drier start to the week and certainly a warmer start to the week too. So spring has definitely sprung for some of us out there. Eastern and northern Maine definitely got a more spring-like week with temperatures in the 60s. So as we go later in the week, temps getting into the upper 50s and lower 60s. Definitely much cooler on Sunday when we see those showers moving through. But similar to the beginning of this week, the beginning of next week, temperatures getting into the upper 60s. And I do think a couple of 70s are possible, but gets cooler as we get to the end of next week too. So it's a little bit of a temperature roller coaster out there for both this week and next. Seas 2 to 3 feet, water 44 degrees. So in terms of our 7-day forecast, today was definitely the wettest day of the work week. However, once we get into the weekend, definitely mostly cloudy conditions. Temps only in the upper 50s to some lower 60s. Then we've got some more showers moving in, particularly late Sunday afternoon, continuing overnight into early Monday morning. But Brian and Amanda, really looking at those temps for next week. I'm excited for the 70s to return to the forecast.
With you on that, for sure, Dana. Thank you.